Welcome back to Copper Star Precision, the channel dedicated to getting you more points at your competitive shooting matches. Here we are with match footage from the October NRL22 Course of Fire, and this was a really fun one. Pretty different to what we've seen before, and the theme of the match was obviously double taps, as I have discussed in my strategy videos. So we're just going to go through the match, see how I did, and hopefully by watching me, maybe gives you some ideas, helps you score more points at your match, find out what works, what doesn't work. So we'll just jump right into stage one. Stage one was the barrel stage. I prefer 2 points of contact on the barrel. So I'm going to use a bipod and rear bag situation. I have this Accutech bipod with spiked feet, and that helps on the horizontal barrel. Just really digs in to the barrel, and just want to make sure you get that rifle lined up so that it's not canted one direction or the other. But pretty straightforward stage. I think the only thing that can trip people up on this is going to be that shot order. And I would say, because there's not a whole lot of time, there's a little bit of movement. If you're someone who struggles with time on the clock, I do recommend trying to take those first couple shots a lot faster because they are on the larger target. So the shot order is going to be large target, then small, and then the next four are large, and that is a pretty generous target. So if you can, on the shots, 3, 4, 5, and 6 are all on the large target. So try and get set up, make a good win call, but engage those targets a little bit more quickly to save some time for those harder, smaller targets that we engage later in the stage. But with all that said, let's see how it went.
They're all over the fucking place. Two magazines, or are you gonna just reload the same one? Because it is a 12.
Next up, stage two is the ladder stage with the KYL. This is definitely one of the harder stages just due to the target size. The ladder is a prop that we've encountered many times. I like to work with gravity. I kind of changed from my strategy videos. I decided to go 4, 3, 2, 1, just straight down. I wanted to save those bottom rungs for the smallest KYL targets to build a nice modified prone position, which I think is really important for especially those quarter-inch KYL target shots. And then having the bipod attached, again, the Accutech bipod. This is a FD bipod, which stands for fast deploy. And if you look here, there's no notch on this side for a 45-degree angle. So if you're looking at bipods, I know Accutech has a lot of different bipods, fantastic bipods, but if you're wondering what all the different models are, FD stands for fast deploy, which means there's no forward 45-degree. There is a 45-degree in the back. So if you're someone who really needs a 45-degree angle, you can actually just turn the bipod around so you get the 45-degree angle. But that being said, fast deploy here, pulling out of the rooftop, and then from here it's straight to 90. Pretty quick to get into from a collapsed bipod position to the prone position for those last two shots. Just something to think about if you're in the market for a higher end bipod. SkyPod does great as well. But if you're looking at different Accutech bipods, then fast deploy is an option. But that being said, could not get stable on the third rung, which was my second set of targets here, for whatever reason. Just it could not get stable. It's that weird in between height, between like a high kneel and a really bent over standing position, and just didn't get stable enough. Didn't take my time. Pulled 2 shots. So let's see how it went.
All right, shooter, are you ready? Ready. Stand by. Go. 162.
Oh, there's a second target out there?
Yeah.
Right by that little wind tape. Oh, okay.
Back.
Oh, it's still gonna take a while. Do it.
Back.
I don't know if it'd be faster. Letting it spin.
Might be faster, kind of more drag. Slow it down.
That's what I was thinking.
Negative.
101 and 160. Look for me to see the conversation.
At least it ain't spin where you can't hit it.
Yeah.
Mike,
What?
can I just move up and down on two?
3 rungs, yeah.
Yeah, that's TPU. Back. What are we shooting on from like? Back.
That's better.
Sorry, no. Keep going off of.
Keep going.
It's also uneven.
And back.
Okay. What did you get on the farm? I got 162. I got 160. Within air range. 101. All right. 12 rounds.
Back. You tap.
What's that, bud?
Okay, so that was rough on stage 2, dropping 2 shots there on the larger targets and being able to actually hit all the smaller targets. So kind of unfortunate there. So I'm on the back foot, dropped 2 points. The matches at Phoenix Rod and Gun Club are usually very competitive. We have a lot of phenomenal shooters at the club. So next up is stage 3, which is the time stage. So I decide, okay, I'm down 2 points. I don't want to give up unnecessary points, but I know I have a strong feeling that this match is going to go down to tiebreaker. So I'm going to go balls to the wall in terms of speed. Now, in my strategy videos, I talked a lot about how you can make everything more efficient to gain you speed on this stage if you are going for those bonus points. So I have my rifle in my right hand. I have my rear bag in my left hand with my extra magazine in my left hand because we have to do a mag change here. Started the stage, I'm going to drop the bag immediately. I have the magazine in my hand, put the rifle down, put the magazine right next to the rifle, right where it needs to be. So it's right there, accessible. I'm not reaching back, on my belt and my magazine holders or anything like that. It's right next to where it needs to be. I'm way zoomed out on the magnification. Through the trigger cam, it looks like a little bit more zoomed in. I'm probably on like 10 power here because I want fast target acquisition. And you'll see as I move and I pan, because the targets are all in kind of a troop line, you don't want to get confused because we're bouncing back and forth between targets. It's 4, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. So when you're panning, you don't want to get lost and try and waste time on the clock trying to figure out which target you're on. I want to know I'm on target 4, I pan, and I'm zoomed out enough I can almost see all 3 or all 4 targets at once. And I just snap to the next target and start taking those shots. The only thing you really have to wait for is those targets to stop swinging. But as soon as that target stopped swinging, I decided I was just going to fire. So I had everything lined up, and as soon as it stopped wiggling enough, boom, take the shot, move on to the next one. So went as fast as I could, and this is how it went.
You ready?
Stand by.
I'm just inside.
All right. Shooter.
Doesn't matter where it goes.
Are you ready?
It'll be in the way.
Impact. Impact. On the ceiling. That's his excuse. Impact.
Oh, yeah.
Impact. Impact.
Impact!
Back.
Impact!
Back. Back.
I changed.
Yeah.
Back. Back.
Impact!
Back. Impact.
Oh boy!
Nice job, Cyrus.
So that was fast, and that was a lot of fun. So finished the stage in like 47.4 seconds. So over 70 seconds remaining, racked up a ton of bonus points. And, let me know down in the comments if you've already shot this or you're planning on shooting this. Come back to the comments, let me know how fast you're able to do that stage and if you cleaned it, because that's the most important thing. Because virtually no amount of time saved and bonus points is going to make up for a miss. But that was a lot of fun. And again, those strategies of really zoomed out magnification, so I didn't have to adjust parallax or anything either. Having that mag right there, the MPA Vanquish chassis with its side release actually does allow for pretty quick mag changes on the CZ, because I can use one-handed drop while I'm feeding the other magazine in with the other hand. So it's kind of a two-handed operation, which is really easy when you're going prone. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. But moving on to stage 4, which is the rooftop and sawhorse stage. This is pretty straightforward again. There's multiple points of contact for me, so I'm using bipod and rear bag. And again, if you have your bipod right, you just basically pull out one leg so that when it's splayed out, you've got sort of matching the angle of the rooftop. I also discussed my strategy videos. If you want to use a bag, there's different ways you can go about that. So refer to those videos if you're a bag kind of person instead of bipod and rear bag. Most unstable position here is definitely going to be the top of the sawhorse for me. Again, it's that weird, awkward kneeling, can't really get modified prone. It's not really conducive to standing, so it's a high kneel, just trying to get really stable. So kind of making sure I methodically go through my shot process for the first 6 shots so I can take more time on the top of that sawhorse. And the bottom of the sawhorse is just modified prone, so relatively simple. Luckily, it's just one target, one distance. So let's see how it went.
Ready? Stand by. Good. Impact!
Missed one, right?
Yeah. Just for those long legs. Back.
Impact!
Impact.
Impact!
All right.
Good
Nice
job,
job, Jill. Back. She dropped one.
One.
Back. All right. Eric is last. It's in your error. Nice job, Table squeak. Back. Oh.
Yeah, that skim pack on the first one saved your butt.
Yeah.
Yeah, just basically clicked it. And it's like, and you can do a follow-up. She did it on purpose, we all know.
That's David.
I'll take you one.
Tell me that's absolutely on purpose.
That's what we were doing up in Utah.
So I got
Drop my suppressed
I'm
1022.
like, I know.
Back. It's good. Mine's Hollywood quiet. Exactly. Quieter.
We got the dead air mask, we have the two-back. Soon it'll be the two-back, then two.
Last up, stage 5, tank trap and tripod stage. So here, I think the only thing that's really going to trip you up here is the shot order, and also the big swing in distance difference between 50 and 100 yards. I think there's plenty of time. It's only a 10-round stage, plenty of time to dial and adjust parallax, which you'll see me do on this stage. And did pretty well here. The tripod was a little bit less stable, just having a bag on there, than I thought it was going to be. I was definitely more comfortable in tank trap, so I'm definitely have to go practice just shooting off of the tripod, not clipped in, just with a bag on top. That's something I need to work on. And here I'm only going to drop one. I send one kind of over the top, over the top and left of the target. But other than that, relatively straightforward stage. Again, if you're efficient with your movement, plenty of time to dial and adjust parallax. So definitely do that, especially since that near target is not a gimme, especially off of a prop, depending on how stable you are on the tripod.
Yeah. Are you ready? Stand by. Go. Whoop. Mom back. Put it in reverse, Terry.
Impact.
Impact.
Come on now.
Back.
I was looking at the wrong one.
Back. Back. Back.
Nice job.
I think it's very
70.65. Good time. Yeah.
Back.
Right.
Back.
That was close.
Corey, what have you won? What's your air?
You never know. I won't. Impact. Isn't that thing swinging?
It still is. It's been
Oh,
swinging.
okay. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Impact. Same spot.
So that's going to wrap up the October Course of Fire. Ended up dropping 3, but made up a whole bunch of bonus points in that time stage, and that paid off because if we look at the scores, holy cow! Basically, top 3 all dropped 3 points, and it was the bonus that got me the first place for this match. So again, you can't be missing too many shots at these matches. That's not to say if you're a new shooter, and you're close to the Phoenix area, we have lots of matches here. We're extremely friendly, and we have a lot of great people that you can learn from. Not just myself. I happen to make videos, but there's a lot of other great people at these matches that will more than willing to help any new shooters. So if you're in the Phoenix area, there's plenty of matches around here. Phoenix Rod and Gun Club, Ben Avery, Rio Salado. We have a ton of different shooting clubs around here that host NRL22 and PRS Rimfire matches. But yeah, I knew it was going to be tight at the top. And it was definitely that bonus stage that got me the first place win here. So super excited about that. And hopefully these tips and tricks and showing you the trigger cam footage helps you understand kind of my thought process. And everyone's different, as always, do what works for you. But, usually what you're going to do best at is what you practice. So strategy videos and match videos like this are intended to help you score more points in your matches. And I hope they do that. If they do, let me know down in the comments. And until I see you next time, as always, score more points.